going to a school where people are like really open about everything, especially like LGBTQ issues, sometimes I forget that like not everyone knows all of the things that I know, and even within like the queer community itself, there's a lot of like misinformation and lack of education. But outside the queer community, there's also like a lot that people tend to just like not understand. So I'm going to try to explain something that took me like months to like get over and like get it. People are now using they as a single person gender neutral pronoun. So instead of like he, him, his, she, her, hers, I'm not even going to discuss it, but if you hear z, hear, hears, that's also like a gender neutral. It's a thing. But people are starting to use they, their, theirs as single person gender neutral. So if you were to say like, my friend Jessie brought their book to the library or something like that, that's a thing that people are doing now. And it took me a really long time because I was like, no, it's his or her, not like just like grammatically, because it is a plural word, using it for a single person like took me a really long time to like get that it's okay. But the thing is that English language is like always changing, and like if you like go read Shakespeare or whatever, you totally like understand it. It's English. They just like had different words that they used, and what we have now can change. That we don't have to, be bound by the language that we have, because it is binding to people, and for people who don't quite feel like either like a he or a she or whatever want a word to describe themselves. Well, everyone wants words to describe themselves, and nobody should be excluded from that. So people now are using they for one person. And it took me a very long time, but I've started accepting that that's okay, and that's a thing that is okay to do. Because, saying like that person, that book is theirs, that one person. And like, that's okay. What if my alarm's going off? Okay. So I think a lot of people might not understand what I'm trying to say by like people who don't use like he or she, because that's also another thing that like people outside the queer community never thought of, or whatever. So I think that I should explain what I mean by that. So I'm gonna draw some pictures. Alright, so I've drawn this pretty explanatory graphy thingy, which I hope isn't going to be backwards when you see it. I'll see what I can do in editing software. So we have the columns male and female, and 3 what we call binaries: sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. So say that you were born a guy, so you're male, and you like women, and you believe you're male, and you express yourself as a male. So the black check marks would be you. But see, this is the part where it's tricky with the binaries, Because for me, so say that my gender identity, if this pen works. Okay. So for me, it's that this is a check mark. My gender identity is female, but like my gender expression is somewhere over here on this binary. I like dressing like a dude often, a lot. Maybe it's closer to the middle, but, and my sexual orientation is closer to there. So people don't fit in these check boxes the way that society wants them to, and so we need to like find ways to talk about that. And so to get back to the original point, for they, them, theirs, somebody, whatever sexual orientation they are, might express themselves like wearing men's clothes, but they might feel more like a woman, but they're not totally sure. And so their gender identity, which is just like what you feel comfortable labeling yourself as, might not, fit here. So that's why people are starting to use they, them, theirs. And I know it's not grammatically correct. And as I said, it took me a really long time to like be okay with that. But it's really like the most inclusive thing that you can do to say like they, them, their, they, their, theirs. When talking about someone, especially if it's someone that you like don't know, or you're like, I think that's a guy, maybe. Because like you've all seen those people where you're like, I can't even tell if that's a man or a woman. And in most circumstances, if you're like talking to the person already, you can be like, hey, sorry, what are your preferred gender pronouns? So they might say, oh, he, him, his, she, her, hers, they, them, theirs, and that's totally fine. Just general rule, if you're not already talking to the person, it's kind of rude to just go up to people and be like, are you a guy or a girl? But if you're already talking to them, it is nice to ask if you don't know, because if you're like, oh yeah, he blah blah blah, and they're like, actually I'm a she, that's uncomfortable, and you can avoid that by just asking. And so if they do say that their pronouns are they, them, theirs, and you're not quite comfortable yet with using that as a single person word, instead of being like, oh my god, you're so stupid, why would you do that? Conversation's always a good thing. And like, you might be able to say, I'm not comfortable with using a plural word for a single person. Is there anything else that I could call you, refer to you by? Sometimes they'll say yes, sometimes they'll say no. But definitely like be open, be accepting, don't judge people. If you're like, my name is Joe, call me Joe. You may have been born like Joseph and been, on this like male likes women, feels like a man, dresses like a man. And a couple years down the line, you might be like, call me Joe, because wherever I am with my sexual orientation, I'm still dressing like a guy, but sometimes only because I have to, because that's what I'm supposed to do. And then maybe a couple years later, you're like, call me Joanne, because now I am feeling like a woman and dressing like a woman. And, whatever. They can be... Okay, so that's the other thing, is like, a lot of people don't understand why a straight guy would become a woman but still like women. And that's a thing. It goes both ways. That's why there are 3 separate lines, because this is not innately tied to these. So like you could be born Joseph and love women all the time, but moving from this side over to like feeling more like a woman, he might still now she might still like women, and that has nothing to do with these other things. So a lot of people are like, oh, why would you want to do that? Why? Especially because like men are generally like treated better and like given more respect and whatever. And so some people are like, why would you want to be a woman just to be a lesbian? But I mean, they're so different. Like who you like and who you feel like you are not the same thing. So I know that was a lot of information all at once. If you like don't understand any of it, please let me know and I can like try to explain it differently, because I think people should understand things. Okay, bye.